So Sofirn sent me their diving flashlight for testing, and I thought, okay, how do we test it? Is it focused? No, not really. Is it now? Okay, cool. How do we test it? So first thing first, I dropped it in my fish tank for half a day, but my fish tank is only half meter deep, so it's not a real diving test. This flashlight is rated up to 100 meters of depth, and I'm not a diver, and it's winter here in Melbourne, so I'm not sure if I would have dived anyway. So I thought and then I thought, okay, we have our water pipes, and the pressure there is about 600 kilopascals, or about 80 psi, which roughly equals to 45 meters of depth at sea level. So I thought, what if I could somehow subject this flashlight to a pressure in our water pipes for a couple of hours and see how it holds. Because looking at the reviews on Amazon, it has two complaints. Some say it's leaking water in, and some said that the tethering lanyard is breaking. So I tested lanyard separately. It didn't break for me, but I think testing it for the depth is more crucial. So otherwise, it's a very simple flashlight. It has 3 levels of nothing, low, medium, and high. It has a decent throw. It uses as a pretty standard XHP 50.2 LED at 6500 K temperature. So basically, it provides you, basic cool daylight kind of tint with all the shifts of a bit of purple and yellow that are usual for this LED. But again, it's for diving, and again, I'm not a diver, so for me the main thing, whether it will hold the water pressure. Of course, it doesn't have any onboard charging port, and it comes with double O-rings. So each side, both the head and the tail, they have 2 O-rings, which are quite greased. So let's hope it should be good. It passed the fish tank test. Now let's see if it passes the water pipe pressure test. So I put it on low. Here is on. I have this little contraption here. Basically, I'm gonna split it in half. The flashlight goes into my PVC contraption like that. I'll join the pipes, make it tight. I'll fill it with water. Put the nipple on. You can still see the light shining through. And now I'll connect the hose. Leave it standing over here, and oops. Okay, the pressure is on. I'm just gonna leave it here for a couple of hours. I'll be sitting nearby to make sure if something bursts, then not too much water is running off. That's why I'm only gonna open the tab just a little bit, but the pressure is still on. So again, the flashlight is inside under the 80 psi pressure, which is roughly 45 meters at salt water, roughly, so you know, much less than 100, that's for sure. And we'll see how it fares in a couple of hours. Okay, it's been 1 hour, sorry, it's been 2 hours and 1 minute. Let's see how it fares. Though from the quick googling, I understand that a diving session at 45 meters depth would usually last much less than 2 hours, but you know, we need to have some spares built in. So first, you know, the light is still working. You know, I don't see, but this yellow here is actually light coming out of the tube. And let's have some splash. Okay, the light is still there. Okay. Here you go. The light is still working. Let's rub it off quickly. Well, amazing. If you look inside, I don't see any water. Again, it's all, of course, if you need to tie the threads properly, but I did, and yeah, no water. No water inside. I'll wipe it out and take it apart really quick. Yep. It's all dry over here. No water. Just a bit of grease. Yeah, you see the battery, it's dry, so no water at the tail end. Yeah, looks good. So, Sofirn SD05, 80 PSI pressure, for 2 hours and 1 minute, and water didn't penetrate it. So yeah, from this experiment I can say that I would expect it to work at 40 meters depth in the seawater. Hooray! Well done, Sofirn. Okay, so to conclude, another problem I saw people complaining on in the reviews that the lanyard is not of the best quality. Focus please, thank you. And this hook actually breaks. So what I did, I hooked the lanyard in and I just tossed it in the air, you know, for several minutes. Couldn't break it, but you know, if you are unsure and if it's your only flashlight when you go diving, I guess you can take this a different type of lanyard with the hook through, and you can connect it like that. Spot the thread. Take it in, and here you go. And this way you can have actually the hole is big enough here to have two lanyards connected, and then you can fasten it to your hand, tie it in, and off you go. So what I think about the light? Well, I think it's a really good value. Yes, Sofirn sent it for free, but it retails on Amazon for $55 Australia, and you get the flashlight, the lanyard, you get the battery, which by the specs of it looks like Samsung 40T, rebranded by Sofirn. To show you the battery again. Yeah, it's 4000 milliamps, 40 ampere max, so of course it's a max current, not sustainable current, but it roughly resembles Samsung 40T battery. And with that you even get, on top of that, you also get a charger. So basically you have a full pack to start using this light. You don't need to buy any additional chargers or any other accessories. It even has got a cable, which is a good thing because micro USB now is not a very common thing anymore. This is not the best charger, of course. Its output only 0.8 amps, so it will take, you know, up to 5 hours to charge a battery that comes with. So yeah, these batteries can be charged at 3 amps, so you can charge it basically like in an hour and a half. But yeah, this is more of an overnight charger, but still it's a fully functional package, which you can use straight away. So it's suitable for, you know, general public, what I call those people who are not flashlight enthusiasts and they don't have, sorry about the airplane, they don't have any additional flashlight or battery accessories. Yeah, it works. We did a sophisticated depth test that this flashlight has passed. So yeah, it's not like a, you know, recognized diving brand flashlight, but from a quick search they'll cost at least 5 times more than this. So yeah, I think it looks like a, you know, great starter or a great backup flashlight. But again, I'm not a diver, so take everything what I say about this flashlight as with a grain of salt. I hope you find this helpful, and thank you for watching.